Welcome back, coin roll hunters. Thanks for joining me. I'm Matthew, the Great Coin Roll Hunter, and this is Big Money, the show that takes your favorite coin and currency and puts them under the microscope. Yesterday we did some coin roll hunting through a roll of nickels, and we pulled out a 70-year-old Jefferson right here, 1948 Philadelphia. And we're going to put that under the microscope, see if we can't see any steps. Probably not, especially since it's out of focus. There we go, and upside down. But it would just be really cool, I think, to see what kind of damage happens to a circulating nickel in 70 years. So you can see it's a really worn grade. All the details are flat. And I don't know, nickels tend to have the most contact damage out of almost all coins because they're so big and thick. They're like the puggles of the currency world. But anyway, we'll put it under the microscope and see what we can see. Here we go. All right, so here it is. If I can just, let's see here, we'll pull out a little bit. Okay, so getting oriented here. Here is the top of the bust of Thomas Jefferson there. There's some verbiage. Here we go. In God we trust. All right, so you can already kind of see that there is a lot of contact damage to this coin. After literally 70 years, it looks like, in circulation. I don't think this coin wound up in a piggy bank or a coin jar. Probably ran through a coin star or two. But yeah, that is just, oh man, it almost, under the scope, it almost looks frosted from all of the contact marks. And, oh, this is interesting. You can even see, at least in this angle, it looks like there's some wood graining. That's kind of cool. There's the date, 1948. You can see there's it's smooth on the right of the 8 there, so there's no mint mark, so it's probably Philadelphia. And that was neat, though, that wood graining effect. That comes from just impurities in the metal as they're rolling it through, and as they actually mix the steel, it kind of corrodes and streaks. You see that a lot in the 1982 pennies. I know I've seen that effect. And yeah, so let's see if we can see. I don't see any artist initials there, but you can see how smooth, like the rim is almost worn down smooth to the bust there. Gosh, that is cool. If you don't have one of these USB microscopes yet, and you do this if you're collecting coins, I would recommend buying one. And they've got price ranges for about anyone's level of interest. The one I'm using here literally is the cheapest model. I think it was $20. And it works just fine for what I needed to do. But you can spend a lot more money and get higher quality. It's really up to you, you know. It's like anything else in the world. The more you pay, usually the more features you get. But yeah, that is 70 years of circulation on this beautiful Jefferson nickel here. Ooh, that's kind of creepy too. It almost looks like his skull is coming through. And like he had a lobotomy or something. Now, I don't know though, that's probably a scratch. I'm guessing. It doesn't look raised to me. I don't think it's a die crack or anything. I doubt we'll see anything that interesting. As you can see, there's a lot of contact marks. Look at his jaw. It almost looks like his skin's wrinkled, where he's like a zombie. But I mean, that is just, it probably even went through those nickel slot machines, I bet. Those are pretty popular down in Vegas. especially Indian reservations. You know, they still have nickel machines down there. But you can see the amount of wear that occurs to these coins. Now we're going to flip it over to the reverse side. Here we go. So E pluribus unum. Okay, we'll go along the rim. It's kind of neat though if you look at the raised rim here. Let me see if I can, yeah, right in here. That's kind of cool. Like, I don't know the names of every part of the stamp, but it looks like maybe a collar mark or something. If you guys who are watching this, if you know what that's called, where just kind of the very edge of the rim kind of extrudes, I think above the, I don't know if there's a name for that. I should look into that. Sorry guys, I'm not, I don't know everything yet, but I strive. But this is just kind of an adventure, you know, right now. See, and you can see a lot of wear that happens along this part of the coin, and that is from modern day rolling machines. They'll tend to just wipe out dates and stuff on these coins because they'll run along the rim as they curl that paper over. Alright, so now we're coming to the base of the coin. It's kind of cool. You see a little bit more of that wood graining effect, like right in here. That's pretty neat. See, they're kind of going like this direction. And I don't know, just like, I love old worn coins. They have so much character. And but don't get me wrong, there's definitely a place to keep these coins in mint state and proof conditions. Absolutely, I love that too. But when it just comes to everyday coin roll hunting, just a really old, interesting, well-worn coin. I don't know, has a story to tell, I guess. I call it a circulation story. So now, here is the front of the Monticello building. There you go, Monticello. And that is just no chance those steps are intact. However, I do see something kind of interesting here, and I was able to see this with my bare eyes. Okay, my unaided eye, but now that we have it under the microscope, you can probably see what I'm looking at already, just right in here. That could be a die break, because it does kind of come down below where the engraving would be. That's kind of interesting. But when I was examining this with my naked eye, it also kind of looked like maybe that was a contact mark, like a really hard impact may have pushed that metal down off of the steps and then down there. So I was really curious to get this under the microscope and take a closer look, because it is kind of roundish, but I don't know, now that we're looking at it, that kind of looks extruded a little bit, like it's filling a gap in a die break. I don't know. That one is, what do you guys think? Does that look like a die break to you, or does that just look like a really massive contact mark? Oh man, that is interesting. Huh. Alright, well, so you did... Anytime you put these coins under the microscope, it really is an adventure. I kind of like how all these are so smooth. I mean, you almost, gosh, you can't even see any details of the molding at all. So, on a monetary scale, like, how valuable is this coin? That's what everybody wants to know, right? You know, how much am I going to get for this coin? I gotta tell you, unless it's in mint state condition, even the 46s, you might get $1, which is great. It's a 5-cent coin. But really, like, this normally would have this would be a great coin to have in a coin folder and fill a space. You could also do like a collection of, I don't know, 50s pocket change, you know, something like that, 40, 48. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and I will catch you next time. If you liked what we were doing here today, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and share it with your friends. Till next time.